Hey, I'm Riggadale. I produce lo-fi and trip-hop beats in Toronto. I DJ, I throw a lot of parties with my friends. I get it every night, hell yeah. The name Riggadale came from friends back in the day. I guess I was Young Rob originally, and then it became Young Riverdale because we all grew up in Riverdale, and eventually Young Rob turned into Riggadale. And here we are today. I couldn't get away from it, so I stuck with it. My group of friends was always into rap music and freestyling with each other and just like hanging out. We eventually wanted to show some people, so needed beats to get it done on. I had the opportunity to be in a high school where we could pretty much do whatever we wanted for credits every Wednesday. Really sweet. So I had a studio set up with a buddy, and every Wednesday we made beats, and eventually my friends started rapping on them. I try to make an expansive sound, thick and lo-fi. I try to use space. I don't really think about the genre when I go into making beats. I just kind of let what happens for the original idea and then work it into something I think is current. I've followed like Portishead and Trip Hop and Aphex Twin a long time, and them coupled with people like Jay Dilla have influenced me to make like lo-fi, trip-hoppy sounding stuff, but I always try to, keep it fresh, not just use the same ideas they've been doing, use new techniques that have come along over the years since the genres were popular, and keep it fresh that way. I have a really exciting project called Awake going on right now with a partner named Dorian. He sings and makes beats with me, and we work back and forth together.
So baby, if you know your name somehow, would it be enough for my love? And I try.
The idea is to make music that people can kind of see themselves in. We try not to be too specific or go too deep. We just want people to kind of see a reflection of themselves, I guess, in the art. It definitely has lots of trip-hop and R&B influences. We also are really interested in the production side of it. It's not just about the song. We try to use new techniques and flip stuff up to make it sound fresh as well. Me and Dorian in the studio together it's a bit of a new dynamic. I really like it. It's a lot of work, but it ends up always working out pretty well. He'll sing some gibberish, I'll write some lyrics behind the gibberish over a little loop he's made, and then we'll flesh out the song together, I guess giving it back and forth and redoing parts. He'll write some chords, I'll maybe adjust some chords for a different part of it, and then we'll see where we're at and regroup. It takes a long time, but we know we can get there, so it works. Well, as a DJ in Toronto, it's hard to always get booked to do the same thing. Well, I guess for me, I'm just too interested in lots of different things to be pegged into doing one thing. So I love the fact that Toronto has these tiny different microcosms of music people are interested in, and I can try to get in there and showcase music I'm interested in at the time in different places in Toronto, and I love that. Right now I'm hearing a bunch of DJs who don't usually play genres switching it up. I saw the Dirty Bird guys do a whole big drum and bass set when there was supposed to be a house thing, and everyone went nuts. So I think people are coming out of the techno and house side into a bit more syncopated rhythms right now in dance music. Drum and bass and UKG are definitely like starting to resurface again. I'm seeing a lot of dudes really get into it. A hit song these days, I have a few different ways of getting at it. I think a lot of the guys will take what the underground is doing production-wise and put it into a pop formula with a personality that they think fits it. So you have a whole record company and a team doing that for an artist. But on the underground, writing for yourself, it becomes just more about being original and having something that other people don't have, and then applying that really well to your song and really owning who you are as an artist that way. Having a moment in dance music is important. People want to call it the drop, but it doesn't necessarily need to be a drop. I know techno will play on the drop and it'll extend everything out, and it'll take so long for anything to happen. When one little thing happens, it's huge. So for a dance floor hit, you kind of just need a moment, and then that moment needs to continue for like a good 30 seconds, you're good. I guess it's the elements and how the elements play off each other at the time, creating some tension beforehand so that the crowd knows there's going to be a release, but then the release is too obvious that it's just boring. Music has definitely changed my life. Of course, it's so hard to pin it down to one song. I could probably pin it down to 3 or 4 moments and songs that have inspired me so much. I've wanted to now do that. When I was younger, I mentioned being into rap music. Wu-Tang happened, Protect Your Neck happened.
I smoke all the like smoking Joe Frazier, the Hellraiser, raising hell with the flavor.
I remember knowing every single lyric, and it really got me into the groove of writing rhymes. And then I started hearing different stuff. Portishead, Rhodes jumps out at me as being a really strong influence in the music I make now.
Ooh.
Burial happened and really changed what I wanted to do at the time then. Zed's Dead Eyes on Fire happened, and that really pushed me in that direction. So it's been a long journey of different songs. Music has definitely given me a focus with my life. It's allowed me not to worry too much about other stuff, and I think it's maybe extended my life. I know who I am and what I want to do, and I have for a very long time. So music has been amazing, giving me that, as well as the creative outlet to have problems and deal with them by making stuff as opposed to destroying stuff. I think a lot of people come through high school not knowing what they want to do and go into college and get told what to do. It's been really nice that I found something I loved so much that I knew I could just drop everything else and focus on it.